So I want to talk now specifically to all the teens that are out there listening about what is it that you can do to kind of navigate through this tough time. I'd say probably one of the most important things that if you can is to stick to a schedule. It's really hard right now because again, everything's topsy-turvy. You're not, waking up in the morning, getting ready, going to school, doing your extracurriculars, coming home, having dinner, studying. Everything is just, all different. So if you can, though, continue to try to stick to a schedule that works with your online learning. So set a specific time to wake up. Try to make sure you have some time to exercise every day. Take your shower, get dressed just like you would if you were going to school. Eat your breakfast. So just really try to keep a routine. If it helps, do allow yourself to sleep in a little later than you normally would. This is a good opportunity for that. But otherwise, try to stick to a routine. And just like you would if you were in school, try to keep your phone off while you're doing your homework. Try to keep the TV off during school hours. And, just plan mini breaks. Make sure you give yourself time for lunch. But, I think having a routine is one of the most important things. The second thing I want to say is just about dinner. I think one of the times of day that I always really look forward to is coming home and having family meal time so I can check in with my wife and 2 kids and see how everything's going. So I think, it is a good opportunity now that parents are working at home and that kids are not necessarily busy doing extracurriculars to actually have meal times together. I think it's a really important way to support ourselves through all this. The next thing is allowing yourself for some downtime. So, it is really normal for teenagers to crave privacy from their parents. That's a normal developmental thing that we see happening during the teenage years. So I'd say to the teenagers out there, give yourself some time for some quiet time, some reflective time, some creative time. Listen to music. And I do think to parents, it's really important to allow our kids their time to have the abilities, the time to connect with their friends. Again, social relationships are really important for kids, and it's important for them to be able to continue to have those connections to support them to get through this. The next thing is just share information about what's happening, especially for the teens who are really savvy, smart. We're all getting a lot of information every day about coronavirus, but I think it's important to just talk about it. What is the data showing and what are the newest results and what are we learning about this virus, because I think it's always important to be educated and informed. As I said before, would really encourage the teens out there, the youth, to remember that social distancing is really important. The elderly are really at risk right now, so one of the best things we can do to keep parents, grandparents, all the elderly safe and hopefully out of the hospital is to practice that social distancing. And then, as I said, reach out virtually. As I mentioned, it's important to kind of keep those social connections going.